want to know how to transform your game from this to this, please keep on watching. Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nenna, and today I'm back with another video for The Sims 2. This video is going to be a bit backwards because I'm actually going to show you the mod before I show you how to install the mod. I browsed around quite a lot, and I actually haven't seen anything like this, so I'm really excited for this. And of course, like always, all the links will be in the description box down below where you can download it, and let me just show you guys what this mod does. First, before we go into what the mod does, let me show you guys how to activate it. Shift and C, just E. That's all you need to do. That's what I guess everything looks like. I know I've seen this plenty, but come on, I have to, at least for this video, I have to put some effort. Let's go ahead and activate it. This is what the game looks like with the mod activated. So I don't think there's much I can really say or explain. It's just something that you truly have to see for yourself. So obviously you can tell that the textures are different. It's more... I think the original maker said it looks a bit like Skyrim. I've never played that, but he or she probably knows what they're talking about. But the cool thing is that it kind of works like a camera lens. And if you have been playing The Sims 4 and you have heard of reshade or you have played around with reshade, this is actually kind of similar in terms of, you know, having effects to your game, almost like camera effects, whereas, you know, if you focus on something, the background becomes a bit blurry. I'll show you a little bit better once she's out of bed. Actually, let me just do that right now. Let me get her all set up in the bathtub. Personally, really like it. Now, there are two things you need to know about this mod. It does include a few other mods. I will show you guys that in just a second. So we're just gonna look at our lady from the back, even though that sounds quite, you know, it doesn't sound right, but we're gonna have to do that because this mod also takes away your sensor, the blur option in The Sims. I don't know if there is a way to turn it back on or it's just, you know, part of this mod. I haven't played around with it that much, but, you know, you can get a good glimpse of what it looks like. If you want to turn this off, all you have to do is click E again and then do a dot. With dot, I mean the first line that comes after the 0 on your keyboard. Don't exactly know what you call that. I just call it a dot. I guess you can call it a line, whatever it is. This is the symbol you're going to need to look for. All you do is press enter and there it is. Let's turn it back on and then let's turn it back off. Isn't that cool? I know, it's super cool. Now, for those who might actually be a bit concerned about the playability of this mod, you know, it could be laggy, it could interfere. This guy just knocked over my trash can. Love him so much. There's actually not that much that is interfering at all. Obviously, it is a little on the slower side, but that doesn't mean that it is completely unplayable. I think I could definitely see me using it once, maybe play around with it every day that I record or every time I open the game. I guess that's what I was trying to say. Every time I open the game and play, I would probably have this, you know, just going on. I could, in fact, like I said, just store it up really easily. You guys saw that. If I don't want to have it, then I don't need to have it. Don't know if it actually still influences your game's speed having it offline, like, you know, not in use, but, you know, technically it's not that hard to remove and it's not that hard to install. So I think even if it's something you have to take out of your game every time, it's actually not as much work. As I guess a final test, I'm gonna have her come outside so I can zoom in on her face and just show you a bit more what that looks like. I know we've already kind of, you know, established how this works, but let me just show you guys again. What I've gathered from this mod is that the center is where your view is the most clear. It's kind of like, I guess, how a camera lens would work. Whatever's in the center is what you focus on and the rest becomes a bit blurry. I don't even know how to explain it. Okay, so there were some technical issues. The maker said it himself. Sometimes trees or, you know, or something with the water, robots, they can become a little blurry or see-through, but, you know, technically I don't see anything wrong with that. I think it actually looks really good, and if we have to sacrifice a tree, like, you know, I really don't care. So lastly, I'm just going to zoom in on her face. So as you can see, as soon as we hit the middle of her screen, our girl becomes a very defined, and those boobs look gorgeous. Hopefully YouTube allows these boobies on YouTube. if you care about having nice screenshots, just like I do, then this is definitely something you need to get. I cannot tell you how much I love this. Like I said, there might be some lagging, some slowness coming from this mod. I haven't really tested it for more than a few minutes, but look, this is definitely something I will be using in my game. I recommend you just going to this link. The link I'll have in the description box down below. But like I said, if you do want to go through my Tumblr and have a look, the link will be there in the Sims 2 dump. Just want to have said that. But this is the Pine Tumblr. I'll have just, let me show you the link. All right. It basically explains a little bit about what the mod does. These are the things you want to look out for. It does conflict with the mosaic removal mod, and it also conflicts with 𝖮𝖮𝖭𝖪𝖲 mod, pond and seawater overhaul, and better nightlife. So if you have those things, you might want to take them out. Now, I don't actually know whether or not you can have a mod installed to bring back the mosaic, if that is something you prefer, or you're just going to have to live with naked Sims and you just have to try and somehow record your game around those naked butts. But that's a problem for a whole nother time. To download it, you just click on one of these. They both work, so it doesn't really matter. It's going to take you to a different kind of download website, at least not one I have seen before. But you just want to go ahead and click on this link. Like I said, you can just translate it if you really wanted to. This is a Japanese website, so I'm sure if your Japanese is great, you know where to go. But if you don't, this, I can't highlight it, but this is where my mouse is. Hopefully you guys can see my mouse. If you want to click on this, it's going to take you to this page, and it basically says that it is downloading, and it should just pop up down somewhere. If in this folder, you're going to find three things. The README, which speaks for itself. It explains how you install things, but I'll just walk you through it as well because it's not that hard. It doesn't take me long. It's like an extra service of the house. God damn it. There's a user's startup cheat and an into downloads folder. Start with the instructions. You just have to read it for yourself, and you're going to take this file. So you want to put this file into your Sims 2 config, and that is located within Documents, A Game, Sims 2 config, and then you just plop it in there. I already did that. It's going to ask me to override it, but you get the drill. For this one, you basically want to extract it to the same folder, but then instead of putting it in your config, just put it in your downloads. Now that really is all you have to do, and once those things are done, you just, like I said, go into your game, open your Control-Shift cheat panel, and like I said, once you are in game, you will notice that it might take a little bit for it to start up. You will immediately see results, but I've noticed that it takes a little bit to apply to the entire world. It takes you maybe a few seconds to kind of adjust. I mean, for me at least it did. The bigger the world, the bigger the household, it just seems the more stuff there is to properly, I guess, render. I think the longer it takes a little bit to like load properly. So that is something you may want to keep in mind. But for the rest, I think it's brilliant, and I can see myself using this a lot. I think you can take really great screenshots with this. So yeah, it's definitely something, at least for me. I don't take credit for anything in this video besides my own opinion. So if you want to go ahead and download this for yourself, you know, make sure you do it safely like always. And if you want to watch any of my other videos, feel free to subscribe or, you know, comment. It doesn't really matter what you do with yourselves as long as you had fun. Well, either way, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys have fun. And yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully in my next. Bye bye.